Aries season will start on March 21st. What can you expect? What sort of energies will it be about in Aries season? Well, if anyone knows an Aries, Aries are the leaders in the zodiac. It's the start of the zodiac year, and it's a great time to start new projects. It's a great time to plan new initiatives. Aries just want to get on with stuff. And they're also very much about leading a cause. So if there's a cause you're passionate about, Aries season is a great time to start putting some plans into action around that. It's also a great time to think about you and the things you need in your life and make plans about that, because Aries in the natal chart sits in the first house, which is all about you and how you shine. So it's really important, and it's a great time to start that. Don't let Aries season pass you by and not put any thought into what you want out of this next zodiac year. Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is known as a malefic planet. I don't really like the term malefic planet. It's old and it sounds evil. But I guess what it is, it's a very fiery planet, and it's a planet that will you can feel impatient under Mars's influence, really impatient actually, and that can come out as temper tantrums. And sometimes you can see that with Aries as well, that they can be pretty impatient. So just watch watch that in yourself, that you don't sort of fall into that Mars sort of feeling impatient, and you might lose your temper around that. And if we slide over to tarot over here, there's a lot of connection between tarot and astrology. A lot of the symbology you can find in both. For example, the Emperor card is the card associated with Aries, and you can see the rams here. I've got a couple of examples of the Emperor here. Now, the Emperor card in a reading, it can definitely refer to an Aries in your life, or an Aries that's important to you. Or if you are an Aries, it could be, it could be talking about yourself. It definitely shows a male energy or a masculine energy. That doesn't mean necessarily a man. It's nothing to do with gender. It's just the opposite in polarity to the divine feminine. You've got the divine masculine sitting very much in the Emperor, very linear and grounded sort of energy, even though it is a fire sign. The thing with Emperor in a reading, it can show really firm boundaries, which obviously is pretty healthy. But on the flip side, it can show someone who's pretty stubborn and unbendable. And, there's always a balance, isn't there? But generally, the Emperor can show a strong leader. It can, interestingly, for me, what I get sometimes with Emperor in a reading, if I'm drawn to the knees, sometimes there's some leg pain. So that's just something interesting. Now, I've got the Tower down here. You may have noticed I've got the Tower. The Tower is sort of a pretty scary card in a reading for those who know a little bit about tarot. But the Tower is the card associated most with Mars, the planet Mars, okay? And it makes sense because the Tower is the card in a reading that will show you being pushed in another direction, and that can come about because you veered off path, you veered off the direction you should be in life, and it will make things happen. So if you're thinking about the impatient energy around Mars, it can definitely come through the Tower. So a Tower moment is when it can feel pretty uncomfortable. It's sudden, it's unexpected, it can happen quickly, which is sudden, I guess. And it can really throw you for a six, to be honest. You can feel pretty uncomfortable as you're going through a Tower moment. But on the flip side, if a Tower card can show a lotto win as well, it's just something really big that changes the course of your life. That's what a Tower card does, which is what I guess the energy of Mars can do. Look, I hope you enjoyed that, and have a great Aries season. Make sure you do start something new, because what you start in the first, the first month of the zodiac calendar has a better chance of ending at the end of the cycle. Aries are notoriously not good finishers, but you've got a whole lot of zodiac signs to help you through that before you get there at the end of the year. They're great starters, so go to it. See ya.